Well, what is up, everybody? I know I said I wasn't going to run until July, but, well, July 1st hits in just a couple days. So I wanted to go ahead and get started with my training block this week. So that's what I'm doing. Today is just a 45-minute easy run. Just out in the hottest part of the day, unfortunately. It's like mid-80s, crazy humid right now. Feels pretty gross. I am rocking the Path Projects gear today. I've got the backbone shorts on, the Tahoe liners, and the shirt and hat, obviously. So we'll see how this stuff does in this heat. So far, it feels really comfortable. So for this training block with Vert.Run, I'm doing a 100-mile training plan. Originally designed by Ryan Sandez. I think that's how you say his name. Great ultra runner. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But looks like a good plan. It's 12 weeks long. We've got just over 12 weeks till no business. Probably around 13 weeks, 14 maybe. So plenty of time. But I wanted to go ahead and start now, since we're actually going on vacation again in a week, 2 weeks, something like that. I didn't want to wait till after that because it would be too close to the race to start the plan. So starting now, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, so far, like today is a 45-minute run. Then everything this week is like an hour and a half or longer. But by week 3, the minimum distance on the run is like an hour and a half, or time, I should say. But then there's like a 2-hour long run and then a 5-hour long run back to back. So it'll be some good training. And I've started to break up the no business course into segments for me and my wife and Lee to run, so I can start the no business series. So I think the first one's about 25 miles, around 3,300 feet of elevation gain. Should take us to the Bald Knob aid station from the picket group camp. And yeah, I don't know when we'll do it yet. Probably sometime in July. Just gotta line everything up. So I'm only a mile in, like 1.1 miles. I don't know if you can see already. Sweat coming through. It is hot. Hey cows, hello. Also, something exciting came out yesterday, Tuesday, for COROS users. It's published to everybody now. It's the COROS EvoLab. It's been out in testing for a little while, but now it's released to everybody. And it's pretty cool. It gives you a lot of really new running metrics and stats. We'll go over it some more in the studio when I get back. But it looks pretty cool. It's stinking hot. Oh my gosh. It's like sucking everything out of you. But one of the great things about where we live, I'm gonna take a cold dip in that pond. Oh, that feels so good. Oh man. Whew. Okay, so let's take a look at the COROS EvoLab. It is officially out for everyone now. I can confirm it is available on the iOS App Store. Not 100% certain on the Android Play Store for you guys, or the Google Play Store, whatever you call it. But it is out as of Tuesday, so you can download it, update your app, and get to using it. I don't have a lot of experience with it yet. I've only been using it for a couple of days, to be honest. But from what I've seen, tested, looked at the runs I've done, and also the information that COROS has provided, it seems pretty darn robust and like it will work really well. So the whole premise behind it is to give you more metrics and information to use on your running data to tell if your runs are where they need to be. You know, how is your training going? Are you exceeding where you should be? Are you where you need to be? Are you progressing well? And it just lets you use that data to know if the training you're doing is working. So yeah, let's get right to it and take a look and see what it's all about. So we're looking at my phone here. This is my current data. This is what you see here. So one thing to note too is I just came off of a a little longer than 2-week running break. So I don't have any running activities other than starting Monday of this week. I did do some cycling in there. Now I'm not 100% certain if the cycling activities are integrated with this. When you look at the information provided from COROS, they do say it's from running, either like an outdoor run or a track run. However, I do have cycling activities that do show up, so I don't know. We'll see. But as you can see, the main screen of the app is a little bit different. If I click on the little shield down here in the corner, you can see this is the new redesigned profile tab is what they call it. So as you can see right away at the top, we've got some different numbers here. We've got my marathon level, VO2 max, resting heart rate, running performance, threshold, all of that. If we click the little I button at the top there, you can see it gives you more information about each of those metrics. So as you can see, marathon level measures how good you are as a runner on flat road marathon distance. So it looks at things like VO2 max, lactate threshold, running efficiency. A higher score means you can complete a marathon faster than if you had a lower score. That makes sense, pretty self-explanatory. So looking down here at the scores, you can see intermediate is 61 to 70, means a full marathon between about 3.5 to 4 hours. So for me, that's what it was saying. I think it was like a 69 was my marathon level. Talks about the race predictors. It does give you road race distances like a 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon distance predictions as well. Running performance measures how good your last road run was compared to your marathon level. Your performance is impacted by various factors including sleep, recovery, previous training, and more. So if it's over 105%, you're outperforming. So watch out for that. Lower than 95 means you may need more rest. So anything in between kind of this 99 to 104 is kind of what you want to shoot for, is the way I interpret this. And this is the key part I was talking about here. So this says not every run will receive updates to the running performance. It has to be a flat road running workout in run or track mode. I can attest that I don't run on a flat ground at all. I'm regular road here in Tennessee, so there is some elevation, and it does track it. So it has to be at least 10 minutes to allow sufficient data. For interval training, make sure each one is over 3 minutes. Your heart rate is at least 70% of your max. Okay, so if we take a look here, you can see my running performance. And so yeah, 100% on my last run, which is good. If we click on this fatigue level, base fitness, and load impact, you can see how each of those plays into the other. So back there, you can see that big spike around June 11th. That's when I did the Laurel Highlands 70-mile ultra. So it is even recorded on here. It goes back and looks at your prior data even before you downloaded the app, which is pretty cool. You can see how it affects. But you can see then afterwards I had that long break where I wasn't really doing anything other than just some cycling. So my base fitness was dropping a little bit. Then my load impact and my fatigue level started going up a little bit. That's when I started doing some more activities. So basically, each workout comes with a training load based on your heart rate. Short-term training load is called the load impact. So you can see here the load impact on mine is 62. And your long-term training load is basically builds your base fitness. So COROS EvoLab measures your load impact, which is the last 7-day average training load, and your base fitness, which is the last 6 weeks average training load. So you can see exactly where you are at in the scale. So mine says a 41 on the fatigue level. So the fatigue level reflects the amount of fatigue your body is suffering from training in the last 7 days while considering your ability to endure the impact. Makes sense. So lower value means that your body is handling the recent training well, and the high value indicates overtraining. So you see here they've got these metrics. So mine is optimized at 41, which is that 40 to 59. So it's ideal for maintaining or improving your fitness, which is cool. So if we see my training load total right now for the past 7 days is 472, which is within the recommended. It is on the lower side, but like I said, I just started back running. But basically, COROS will recommend a 7-day training load based on your fitness level and your previous history. Staying in that range will improve your fitness while maintaining recovery, while managing your recovery. So if we look, you can see there was a big peak there, June 11th. That's when I did the Laurel Highlands 70-mile race, so it really peaked up a lot, and it was outside of this graph that they say I should be in, which now you can see over here. on the right, I'm right in that zone of where I should be based on my current fitness. So that's pretty cool to see. From this same page, if you click the race predictor, this tells you, you know, where they think you are. For me, it says my marathon level is a 69.7, which is intermediate. And these race predictor times are actually pretty accurate. My 5K time on the road is like a 20-minute and 10-second pace or time. On the treadmill, it's a 18:58. And then my 10K is a 43:53 read on here, which is actually a 43:19, and that was on the road. Half marathon, 1:36:59. That's probably really accurate. On the treadmill back there, I've got like a 1:33. Marathon, I've never run a marathon, you know, as far as like a race. I've done it many, many times in training. But yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. So cool to see how that all, how it looks there, whether or not it is accurate, but I think it looks pretty accurate. Okay, now let's take a look at the watch itself, as it gives you some really cool data on the watch display, so you can really kind of see it at any time you want to. So if we just scroll down one, you can see the running performance. It says the 100%, which was good. You can see the race predicting times. Scroll down again, you can see the other race predicting times, and it says my performance in my last run was 100% of your running level, which was good. Thank you, COROS. You can scroll down again and see the fatigue level, your load impact, your base fitness. And again, this is just saying that how your body adapts essentially to the training load, the suffering you're putting onto it, which is pretty cool to see. If I click on it again, it gives you the 7-day total load. You can see the bar graph shows how each activity kind of weighed in there. The 4-week intensity distribution, knowing you know, your easy runs, your middle, your medium, kind of maybe a tempo pace run, your hard runs, things like that, how they are in there, which is helpful. Your recent training was ideal for improving your fitness. Thank you again, COROS. And scrolling down one more time, you can see your recovery, and it says, I am 100% recovered, ready for hard training. If I wasn't fully recovered, it would say maybe like 80% and say you're ready for easy training or something like that, which is also really cool. So yeah, that's COROS EvoLab. It looks pretty cool. I'm excited to try it out more, continue to look at my metrics and my data, see how it changes over this training load I've got coming up, because I am doing a training block now for a 100-mile race, and it gets pretty intense, pretty quick with a lot of training. So I'll be really curious to see how these numbers change over the course of the next, you know, 12 weeks. So I'll be sure to let you guys know and update more, do another video when I look at this and see how it changes more. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you haven't already, go ahead and download it. If you're a COROS user, give it a shot. Also want to say too, on Sunday, there was a video released or published where my wife and I were interviewed by the Inked Up Runner channel on YouTube. You can check it out. I will link the video down below in the description, and I will also put a link to the video. It was a video chat at the end of the video. You can take a look at it. You can click on it as well and see that. But it was a fun time chatting with Jason. You know, I've known Jason for a while now. We've done a race together. We kind of hang out in the same circles, so we know each other. But he's got a newer channel where he focuses primarily on more local ultra running results. Talks about, you know, the people that won, their times, things like that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already, and maybe subscribe to Jason and his channel, Inked Up Runner. But that's going to do it today. Appreciate you guys hanging out, checking out the run, the Path Projects gear, also the COROS EvoLab video. If you did like it, go ahead and click thumbs up, give the video a like. That would be really appreciated, because it does actually help the video a lot and my channel. So that'd be really cool. Maybe if you want to get some merchandise, you can go pick up one of these This Is How I Roll Angles t-shirts, you know, maybe a hat, something like that. I need to wash my hat, my trucker hat. I wore it at Laurel Highlands and it's still filthy. I haven't, it's been like 3 weeks. I haven't washed it yet. So I need to wash it. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and checking this out. If you want to take a look at the COROS breadcrumb trail navigation video I did, it's going to be right on this side of your screen. You can take a look at that. And then over here will be some more other COROS videos to check out as well. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next one.